For the next trick, I will need a card selected. So in this case, just use this card over here, the 10 of spades. Okay, and I will put the card in the middle of the pack out jog, so you can see it the whole time. Now for this trick, I will also need a different card. In this case, use the 10 of spades. So we have here two 10s, and I will try to make those two cards switch places. To make this happen, I just have to give the 10 of hearts a little rub, just like that. And the 10 of spades is now on top. And if the 10 of spades is on top, that means that we have right in the middle of the pack the 10 of hearts. So that was basically the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. And now let's see how to do this. Here is the explanation for the trick. For this trick, you will need the 10 of hearts, the 10 of spades, and you will need a gimmick which looks like that. Now if you have the Phoenix deck, you will get this card, but if you don't have one, you can just take the 10 of hearts, cut it in half, and then you can take the half and stick it on top of the 10 of spades, and you will have the same gimmick. Now after you have the gimmick, you have to make the setup. Now the setup looks like that. First of all, you have to decide which side of this gimmick you want to force. In this case, I want to force the 10 of spades. Now if you want to force the 10 of spades, you have to take the 10 of hearts, the other card, place it on top, and the card you want to force should be on top, just like that. After that, you take the gimmick, place it on top so the 10 of spades is looking towards the spectator, and you cut the card and you catch a break above the gimmick because you want to force it. Now you're ready to start with the trick. Now you have to force the gimmick card. In this case, I will use the riffle force. So you say stop right here, and you take all the cards underneath the break and move them to the top. Now at this point, you outjog the top card, okay, about a third of the card right here, okay, and turn over the card so the spectator can see it's the 10 of spades. After the spectator has seen the card, you take the card and you say that you're going to stick it outjogged in the middle of the pack. And as you're saying this, you just flip over the card, okay, just turn it over like so. So the 10 of hearts this time is looking towards the spectator, and you just stick it somewhere in the middle of the pack, like so, okay, and you should stick about 2/3 of the card into the deck because you don't want to flash the 10 of spades. Now after you have it, you say that you will need a different card, okay, and you just perform a double lift to show that you have here now a different card, the 10 of hearts, and you say that you want these two cards to switch places. Now here's the hardest part of the trick. You have to perform the classic Erdnase color change. Okay, if you don't know how to do this, I will place a link in the description box below and somewhere on the screen now, so you can click on it and learn it. Now the color change is actually very easy, but if you have an outjog card in the middle of the pack, it's going to be harder to perform, but I think you can try it and then you will get how to do this. Now you just perform the classic color change, okay, the Erdnase color change, and now you have the 10 of spades on top, okay, the 10 of hearts is underneath. Now you say that the 10 of spades is now on top, and if the 10 of spades is on top, that means that the 10 of hearts is in the middle, and you just flip over your hand to show the other half of the card, the 10 of hearts. Okay, and that's the end of the trick. Okay, and by the way, if you want to end up clean, you can just flip over the pack, take the card, hold it facing down, okay, and then you can just turn over this double, just like that, and then as you're talking to the spectator, you can catch a break underneath the real 10 of hearts, okay, and then just place the gimmick on top and perform a double lift to show that you have the 10 of hearts in your hands, and then just flip over the 10 of spades. So that was the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it sounds complicated, but it's very easy to perform when you know how to do this. That's it. See you next time.